Hello everyone, this is XXSC2 with another commentary. Today we have a game between MaDFroG, the red zerg down here, and roxkisBratOK, the yellow Terran, who of the two, he is the one I've seen the most games by. He's a Russian player, I'm pretty sure, and I should link his live stream at the bottom in the description of this video. And not much really happens for a while, so I've actually got it going at ×2 speed because the openings are fairly standard for BratOK at least. However, down here for MaDFroG, you'll notice he is stocking up on the minerals, and he has not made a pool yet. He has not taken any gas. He's just made overlords, and what he's doing is getting a extremely fast expand over here. And the pool will go down. There it goes. And he's also taking his first gas. So very late pool, but very early expand. However, that SCV, gonna see it. Meanwhile, we got a racks up for BratOK. And that's about it. I did notice that he put his first supply depot back here instead of completing the wall off. He wanted to complete the wall off with this factory. So he is very, very far ahead in the tech compared to his opponent. His opponent, MaDFroG, doesn't even have any lings out, but he is now getting lings out, and there's this scouting SCV finally gonna get chased off. We have an overlord up here. Yeah, that one marine. It's like, oh, okay, now there's lings. Can't handle that. And so BratOK is taking an early expand himself to try to keep up with the Zerg player's economy and production capabilities. He's moved this barracks out here to try to create a choke point. And, ooh, Hellions. Gonna see some Hellion play against the Zerg player. The Zerg player is, okay, going on a second gas, getting Zergling speed, and going into lair. So I wonder what his lair tech will be. Not much going on yet. I'm going to speed it back up. BratOK getting his first expand. The Zerg player pretty much using his overlords as do some scouting. Alright, doing some scouting with this Zergling. Gonna come in here and, yep, see this expansion and, oop, yep, get obliterated pretty fucking fast. Alright, MaDFroG got lair. BratOK scans it, sees it. More Zerglings. Zergling speed is done. Oh, and he's making a lot of Zerglings, and he has got them coming here. Lots of Zerglings. And a couple Hellions. Roast a Zergling. Run into a queen. Where is this queen headed? Those Hellions have better things that they're going to do. They run into another queen. Oh, and it's a nice little Hellion harass here. Oh, a lot of drones going down. Pretty much all the drones. Queen's going to be able to take them out, though, because they do not do as much damage to queens as they do to everything else. Zerglings, with their speed on the creep, completely knock them out. Meanwhile, this queen is arriving up here where this overlord is shitting some creep. Ooh, and it's going to drop down creep tumors. Alright, that's interesting. Alright, so, Banelings. Banelings come in. Bust through, do a lot of damage. Are these Zerglings gonna... Oh, and BratOK starts that add-on fast enough to block the Zerglings, and they more or less get obliterated. They did some damage. And this queen... The creep tumors are, you know, placed kind of strangely, but whatever. I mean, this is an interesting tactic. I mean, if BratOK sent like a couple of Marines, they'd probably be able to take out this queen, but this also gives a good rally point for Zerglings, because look at all these Zerglings. He splits them up and just rains Zerglings. Even with all of these tanks, they go down. BratOK pulls SCVs, trying to save the tanks. can't. He has no more forces. The zerglings go into his mineral line, take down that mule. He has to lift up his command center. They take out that missile turret. Oh, but they are rebuffed by this tank. Oh, they take on that take off that tech lab. And oh, and just as quickly as that load of zerglings is rebuffed, a whole new load is back. These SCVs cannot manage to repair the tank in time. The zerglings continue. Ooh, can they get a surround on that Hellion? Oh, Hellion survives. And we've only got a couple zerglings left, and they're gonna get toast. Just as another batch of zerglings arrives. This is probably the most extensive use of zerglings I've seen. Just zergling, 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 more zergling. So many zerglings. He had banelings at one point, but he's now getting the adrenal gland, so even more zergling action. This is, I guess, kind of an augmentation of Damaga's way of playing. Look at all of these creep tumors. That is a crap ton of creep tumors. But Damaga does this thing where it's like zerglings, banelings over and over again until it absolutely stops working, and then he transitions into Ultralisk, which appears to be what MaDFroG is doing. And BratOK is just making a lot of Marines, because that's really all he needs, Marines and Hellions against this many zerglings, and the zerglings are really getting inefficient at this point with so many of these Marines. They've got the rifle upgrade, and they start hunting down these creep tuners. Oh, we got more banelings coming in, and they chase off the Marines. Got a little bit of zergling harass coming in here, but they're gonna get roasted. Oh, and here we go. BratOK has had enough of this zergling harass shit. He is going to come... Where is he going with these guys? He's gonna scan, make sure there ain't much shit there. And he's gonna do a drop. Hellions. And so many Marines. And... Frog has nothing here. He's having to pull all of these guys back. And... Ultralisks hit the field. The drop is able to destroy the Ultralisk den, but the medevacs pick up the remainder of that drop force. And oh, are they gonna drop again? Maybe, yes, no. Oh, and MaDFroG at some point got a Spire, so now he's got a whole bunch of mutas running around. Oh, and the drop is back here up on this cliff. Oh man, all these zerglings, all these banelings can do nothing on the cliff. MaDFroG should not send them over there. They're just gonna die. Oh, and they go back. Why are they going back? Just send the mutas. Mutas would probably, you know, get toasted, but still. Kind of this little standoff here on the cliff. Oh, and by this point the Marines have the double upgrade. They're gonna lock down that. Why is he sending those Ultralisks? A lot of Ultralisks. The standoff on the cliff. Got these mutas. I can only assume that he sent everything in there maybe to confuse the Marines, and maybe they wouldn't shoot at the mutas. I guess it would be harder to focus fire if there was all that stuff underneath the cliff, but that seemed, you know, a little useless to me. And the mutas go in for harass. And BratOK starts putting up the turrets. At this point, he's got lots of marauders now. This little cloud of mutas, if it came over and found, yeah, you could probably do some damage here, because BratOK is just putting up these turrets. Ooh, look at that bio ball. Gonna kill some overlords. Obliterating all those creep tumors, eliminating the Zerg advantage on this creep. This massive bio ball. What is not, this force is just, BratOK spreads out his forces. The banelings do minimal damage, and he has all of this left to go and pretty much end this game. Just as MaDFroG starts to get any GGs, because he can't deal with that. He does not have, he's just now starting to get corruptors, he's got the Greater Spire, just now starting to get infestors, probably going to try to transition into broodlords, but too little, too late, and he loses to this bio ball mass. Alright, and this has been the second commentary by XXStarcraft2. As always, if you've got interesting replays, send them to me at xxstarcraft2@gmail.com. And that's it for today.